This absolute sigma is speedrunning a dungeon with X-rank summons that make S ranks look like fodder. The boss? A massive slime that's basically a target dummy for him. His wind fairy buffs the gorilla until it hits peak Hulk mode, one-tapping the boss into oblivion. While his summons go crazy, Jinwoo is just chilling with high aura. Dungeon cleared in 5.5 minutes. He thinks he's lagging, but the system announces he just shattered the national record without even locking in. The Summoners Association is losing it over this mysterious nobody. Little do they know, Jinwoo was actually the #1 ranked player in the OG game. The moment he beat the game, it became reality. While the world panicked, Jinwoo had the entire walkthrough in his head, but his luck was cooked. Truck-kun sent him into a 3-year coma. He wakes up to a world where dungeons are the norm, and even his parents are out here aura farming with summons. The system pops up, asking if he's ready for the tutorial. Straight out of a coma, my guy is already preparing to reclaim his throne in this new reality. He's downloading every bit of info on this merged world. Raids, duels, and the literal Tower of Trials are now a daily grind for humanity. 3 years in, and people think they've mastered the game. But Jinwoo knows he's about to out-trin everyone because his game knowledge is literally a cheat code. He opens the inventory to trigger the first trial. Suddenly, he's warped to a private location where he can finally test his skills without any witnesses. The rewards are just 2 low-tier summoning scrolls, but for him, these are the keys to rebuilding his legendary squad in the real world. He's praying the gacha gods don't sell, because the drop rates in Battle of Summons are notoriously trash. Even for a pro, gacha is pure pain. These basic scrolls usually drop F-rank fodder, with D rank being the absolute peak. He's just hoping for anything that isn't complete garbage. He'd honestly settle for an E rank just to have something workable. With a deep breath, he rips the scroll and lets the magic cook. Jinwoo is hyped to see a real-life summon manifest. Suddenly, blue lightning strikes with insane intensity, nearly scaring the soul out of him. The system glitters as it confirms a legendary X-rank wind fairy. Wait, an X-rank from a trash scroll? He's literally breaking the game's logic already. Jinwoo is flabbergasted. X-ranks shouldn't even exist here. Even the wind fairy looks at her own hands like, wait, how am I even here right now? She's thrilled to finally be summoned after an eternity. Jinwoo is confused because summons shouldn't talk. But then he realizes, is this his old companion, Ramba? She claims she's just a fairy, but then the name Jinwoo God hits her. Her memories flood back as she realizes her favorite master is finally standing before her. She starts crying tears of joy, lunging at his face and whining about how much she missed him. She's totally obsessed with her beloved Jinwoo God. Jinwoo realizes the X rank is a glitch. In the game, he exploited hidden mechanics to evolve this fairy into a god-tier support with insane attack buffs. They spent years grinding together, but he can't believe she's back. This specific bug was patched out of the game in year 1. He remembers the devs deleting her, despite all the resources he poured in. Seeing her now feels like he just pulled a legendary legacy item. Her stats show a quarantine status. She starts sobbing, explaining how she was trapped in a digital void ever since the devs deleted her. She begs him never to leave, but Jinwoo is locked in on the game theory. He needs to know what's causing this weird quarantine tag. She tries to explain, but gets a massive mental block. It's like some higher power placed a memory seal on her to hide the truth. Jinwoo tells her to drop the act and speak. She admits she was kept in a secret prison where no ordinary player could ever reach her. The plot thickens. Jinwoo realizes there are other summons stuck in quarantine. Ramba confirms they were all locked in different sectors of the void. She suspects 10 entities are being held. Jinwoo's heart drops. 10 of his top-tier summons were deleted as bugs during his pro days. If all 10 were reclassified as X rank, he can bring back his entire world-ending squad. Ramba is just happy to be by his side again. This means Jinwoo is the only player on Earth who can pull X ranks. He's about to have an army that outtrends the entire planet. Is this a reward for conquering the 100th floor? He rips another scroll to check. Out pops Hairy Gorilla. And honestly, this guy has negative aura. Theory debunked! The gorilla is a bottom-tier F rank. It looks like pulling an X rank still requires some major luck from RNG Jesus. The plan is simple. Farm every scroll possible until he reclaims all 10 X ranks. Once the squad is back, he'll be more overpowered than his prime. He orders Ramba to stop calling him Jinugod. That name is too legendary and will attract way too many clout chasers and enemies. He's currently low on intel. If the world finds out he's pulling X ranks, every top guild will put a bounty on his head. Suddenly the ground shakes, and no, it's not the rumbling. The system is forcing him into a baby dungeon tutorial to test his grit. Even though he's cleared 1,000 dungeons in-game, the real world is a different beast. One mistake here, and it's truly game over. He admits he's low-key terrified, but he knows his summons will carry. He locks in and steps toward the dungeon entrance to start the grind. The atmosphere inside is way creepier than the digital version. The system confirms his entry. The tutorial battle is officially live. Tutorial mode, max 5 summons per team. He only has the fairy and the gorilla, but the system urges him to fill his slots anyway. Going in with only 2 summons is risky, but Jinwoo has survived thousands of unequal fights before. He's ready to show this dungeon who's boss. He clicks yes, slots in his team, and prepares to cook. If he pulls this off, he's one step closer to becoming the world's first X-rank king. The vibes are lethal. A gray wolf spawns with pure black air energy, and our boy is shaking. It's a simple mission. Beat the beast, or get erased from existence. Jinwoo checks the stats. / it's a bottom-tier F rank. / suddenly. / his honeycomb shield glitches into reality. / exactly like the game mechanics he once mastered. But this isn't a simulation. / it's real life. / if that shield breaks. / it's game over. / no respawns. / just a one-way ticket to the Shadow Realm. This F-rank wolf is aura farming hard /, but Jinwoo isn't flinching. / he launches his summon like a rocket. / while the wolf just stands there roaring. / total NPC behavior. Everything's moving in slow-mo. / so the fairy has to walk in. / Ramba activates wind pressure. / a cracked speed buff. / that turns the tides of battle instantly. The blue gorilla is now fully stemmed / moving with insane ferocity. / the wolf realizes it's cooked. / and charges head on. / for a massive high-stakes collision. But hold up. / this wolf is massive. / way beyond its pay grade. / Jinwoo starts panicking. / wondering if his clunky summon. / actually has that dog in him. Real-world variables are no joke. / the wolf sinks its teeth into the gorilla. / drawing first blood. Slash. Jinwoo's stress levels are hitting the ceiling. Slash. This is bad. He screams for the fairy to cook. Slash. And she delivers. Slash. The gorilla catches the buff Slash and lands a heat-seeking throat punch. Slash. Sending the wolf flying back. Ramba pumps one last boost Slash, fueling a Michael Jordan-level play. Slash. The gorilla descends like a god. Slash. Obliterating the wolf's midsection. Slash. With one heavy, crushing strike. He follows up with a barrage of punches. Slash. Making sure it stays down. Slash. Victory is secured. Slash. And the gorilla lets out a roar. Slash. High aura moment unlocked. Survival rewards. Hit. Slash. Strength runes acquired. Slash. Meanwhile, Slash, his sister Ajin is out here making bank. Slash. Flexing 200,000. Slash. While being a total boss. 3 years ago, Slash, she became a professional rune farmer. Slash. She hits the low-level dungeons. Slash. Then flips the loot to players. Slash. Like a savvy digital merchant, she carried the family after Jinwoo vanished. It's like reverse solo leveling. And she even pulled a C-rank summon with a legendary 1% drop rate. Her shadow elf is a money-making machine. Jinwoo calls her, immediately calling her out for being a rune peddler, which is such a classic brother move. She's fuming because she's a professional. Slash, but Jinwoo just wants to know. Slash, where the synthesis center is hiding. Slash, in this new world order. It's in the player zone. Slash, where the real world slash and the game world collide. Slash, business is booming. Slash, all thanks to the arrival of the Tower of Trials. Everything a player needs, slash, is right next to the towers. Slash, Jamsil and Hyundai Tower, slash, are now the epicenters, slash, of this dangerous new reality. Korea's only got 2 main towers, and the player zone is the heart of the action. It's the ultimate hub for anyone trying to level up fast. Ajin asks for his rank slash, and he low-keys it slash, saying he pulled E and F summons. Slash. She thinks he's lucky slash, since even that's a 5% pull. Little does she know, slash, he actually hit the jackpot. Slash. He asks for tips to adapt fast, slash, promising her pocket money. Slash, even though she's way richer. He jokes about becoming the world's GOAT, but she's not buying it. In her eyes, the top rankers are gods, built different from any normal human. Challenge accepted. He just wants to see the zone for himself. He's ready to see how the pros live and observe the meta firsthand. On the way, slash, she hears about his wind fairy, slash, a total mystery to her. Slash, he refuses to show it. Slash, and she's offended. Slash, sibling rivalry is peak here. He tells her to go first, slash, and she summons her ace with pure confidence. Slash. He's actually curious to see, slash, what kind of summon makes her this hyped. Out comes the shadow elf slash, looking like Raven from Teen Titans. Slash. Jinwoo is stone-faced slash, because to him slash, it's just a basic mid-tier summon. She thinks she's a noble slash, but to Jinwoo slash a C rank is just fodder. He wouldn't even let that thing slash enter a high-level dungeon. He tries to talk to the elf slash, but everyone looks at him like he's lost it. Slash. Ajin is genuinely concerned slash for her brother's mental health right now. He's just testing if they talk. But it's a hard no. Only his yapping fairy has a degree in apologiology, and it's driving him crazy. She's annoyed slash, and he realizes his assumption was way off. Slash, Not every monster has a voice. / most are just silent NPCs. He ghosts her request to see his summon / avoiding the drama / Ramba's voice would cause a riot / and he needs to stay low-key for now. She calls him a scumbag / as they hit the player zone / it's a total cyberverse / Jamsil is completely rebuilt / just to fit the new player meta. No more amusement parks / just pure Tower of Doom vibes / to Jinwoo / this place is actually fire / and the atmosphere is thrilling. Ajin says it's too dangerous for fun / but for Jinwoo / seeing the game become reality / is an absolute rush / and he's loving every second. He finds the exchange zone / and the nostalgia hits hard / it reminds him of his whale friend Bion / and their legendary shopping sprees in-game. She points him to the info desk / suggesting he joins an academy / since he's a total noob in her eyes / who needs a carry? He's got this. He plans to grind alone in the zone. He sends her home promising he'll be back. After some solo exploration, she thinks he's possessed / or maybe just working hard / either way / she's keeping an eye / on her weird brother's suspicious behavior. They split / and Jinwoo finds a private spot / far from any prying eyes. It's time to reveal the secret weapon / he's been hiding. Ramba spawns in screaming / and he instantly mutes her. / new rule / no talking in the human world / or the secret is out for good. Dungeon talk only. / now / he needs to stack some paper / so he can start raiding for real / and climbing the ranks to the top. He checks his bank / and he's down bad / with $12 to his name. The grind starts now. Can an F-rank summon actually out-trin a C-rank shadow elf? Bro refuses to milk his mom, who is grinding 3 jobs to survive. Asking for cash feels mid. He is starting his 0 to hero arc now. Fax Janugad was the free-to-play GOAT, hitting rank 1 with 0 investment. Then his jaw drops as 500,000 points just hit his account. Mom sent it secretly, knowing her son would never ask for help up front. She nursed him for 3 years straight. Total Sigma mom energy. Like for Goat Mom, Jinwoo vows to make them proud. Time to lock in. He buys 3 scrolls to build his starter squad, pulled a mid-slime and butterfly, then hit a lucky E-rank poison lizard. Lizard has high aura, but the slime is literally cooked on looks. He is going full Ash Ketchum mode to farm and level his summons. Plan reclaim his X-rank summons and delete anyone in his way. Bro is literally Googling dungeon locations like it is a side quest. Plot twist. You cannot just walk into gates without official papers. Every dungeon is ranked, and entry is locked behind strict government laws. He is malting because his timing is trash. He awakened way too late. His sister calls for dinner, but forgot to mention the registration tea. Government is on lockdown because too many players were getting packed. Staff agents are everywhere. The red tape is making him lose his mind. It is a control play to stop the world from becoming greedy players. Korea is currently dog water, not even touching the global leaderboards. Little does his sister know, the legendary rank 1 player is her brother. He hits his parents with an emotional thank you before heading out. His folks are shook. Safety protocols are finally being taken seriously. He realizes his 10-year gaming streak was actually a massive training arc. At HQ, the line is insane. A final test stands before him. As a former emperor, failing this measly test is not an option. Sudden chaos. An orc summon crashes through HQ, destroying everything. It is revenge. Fire and wood monsters are about to clash. Jinwoo is just vibing when he realizes he is in a war zone. Thugs with high aura summons? The real world is getting dangerous fast. Shields up. Jinwoo tells his fairy to keep her mouth shut. The gangster wants Chang-suk's head. The vibe is absolutely devious. It is a total bloodbath. Fire butterflies are dropping meteors on the orc. The orc is tanky. Chang is getting out-trend and looks dog water. Jinwoo realizes if he does not step in, everyone is cooked. As the axe drops, Jinwoo walks up like a true protagonist. He starts backseating, calling out the orc's fire resistance buff timing. Chang catches the glisten. It is time for a major counterplay. Flame Turtle beams the target. The weakness is exposed, and it is over. The wood monster deletes the support summons, leaving the thug wide open. The fire nuke absolutely ate. The orc is cooked, and summons gone. No mercy here. The vine creature wraps him up for a permanent exit. Gang executions are instant. Justice served. Jinwoo realizes reality is cooked. Chang snaps fingers, body to paste. Crowd glazing the epic victory. Crowd cheers for slaughter. Jinwoo is shook. The vibe shifted. Sigma resolve needed. Chang gives Jinwoo flowers for the assist. Reward time. Plot twist. Jinwoo is an unregistered noob. Chang is stunned. Beginner with game. Verification process starts now. ID secured. Jinwoo leaves. Chang orders a deep background check. Feeding the fairy. She is vibing and eating with pure delight. Summoning W. Simple meals work. Jinwoo knows the world's mid. Aura farming starts. Priorities. Dragon Mage and Drill Instructor. Scrolls needed. Coma reveal. 3 years hospitalized? Chang is absolutely baffled by this. Coma explains everything. Unregistered relic from the old world's cataclysm. Discharged, then hunting? Chang questions if these stats are even real. Chang proctors the test. Kid's insane adaptability is literally out-trin. Miracle talent. Introvert vibes. The testing center is way too crowded. Pure confidence. Jinwoo is chilling. He's the hidden final boss. Plot twist. Chang's the examiner. Written exam training begins right now. Fate encounter. Jinwoo's bored. These pro lectures are total mid. Combination mastery. Chang pulls him aside for the special reward discussion. The gamer question. Jinwoo is stunned. Is his identity leaked? Gamer is the elite title. 70% of top rankers were sweaties. Buff knowledge confirmed. Jinwoo hides 10 years of veteran experience. 1 year experience claim? Chang is swooning. Legendary gamer status achieved. Reward time. Most didn't last 6 months. Chang's glazing is maxed. Choice 1. Instant registration and HQ job. The corporate bag. Choice 2. 5 million won. The choice is obvious. Cash first. Money over status. Jinwoo picks the bag. Chang is cooked. No HQ chains. Summons first. Practical exam play zone. Let's go. Tuesday Dungeon Speedrun. Clear fast or be a certified noob forever. Chang's watching. He reads the exam paper and his mind ascends. Rune knowledge is out-trin. Professors are literally foaming at the mouth. Prodigy energy. Enough talk. Jinwoo enters the gate to cook. Toxic slime maze. Speed is the only stat. Shields up now. Fairy buffs active. Hairy Gorilla is ready to crash this dungeon. Speedrun strat. Ignore the fodder, rush the boss, and end it. Red screens pop. The boss is a unit. Truly disgusting energy. Gorilla Smash. One hit, slime paste. The boss is absolutely folded. Buffs are broken. F-tier monsters moving like Sigmas. Aura farming. 5-minute clear. Jinwoo's disappointed. He used to be way faster. Record shattered. 3 advanced scrolls secured. He is truly him. HQ is melting down. 5-minute record? They think it's a glitch. Non-ranker takes number 1. Higher-ups panicking. Is he a god? The suits are stunned, but Changok is straight up glazed. He knows the kid is a generational talent with max aura. To save the country's future, he's got to lock him down before some other nation snatches this legendary prospect. Chang pushes for instant registration to claim the leaderboards. Previous top-tier Giano held a 6-minute record, but the meta is about to shift forever. Global icon Rachel clocks in at 2.5 minutes, but Jinwoo just mogged the national record on his first try. This kid's out-trend everyone, making standard tests useless. He's built different and deserves VIP treatment immediately. Back to our MC. He's actually low-key tilted by his trash performance. Suddenly, Chang runs up, totally fanboying. He's glaze farming hard, praising the insane, record-shattering run like his life depends on it. He demands to know the secret, but Jinwoo stays stoic, thinking the hype is mid. Without another word, he's handed a player license. No trials, no cap. Jinwoo just speed-ran the entire bureaucracy like a true Sigma. Changsuk is still thirsty for the how. Our boy stays silent, gatekeeping the strat. If he leaks the sauce, the national rankings would skyrocket, but the cost might be way too high. Fame and bags are cool, but the downside? Bro could get locked up or targeted by shadows for his secrets. Is the hype worth the target on his back? To avoid the heat, he shuts it down, calling out the suit's lack of manners. Surprisingly, the man respects the grind, realizing a pro gamer's secret sauce is basically sacred property. He admits the country is cooked without miracle makers like Jinwoo. Our boy realizes this guy might actually be chill. He keeps his word and acts fast. A rare W for a government official. This gets him thinking. Why not use the state to aura farm? If he plays his cards right, he'll level up way faster than solo grinding. It's time for some high-level networking. He moves the meeting to a private spot. Next thing we know, the high-ranking Chang-suk is basically begging for help. The HQ is desperate for a player with this kind of massive energy. They already knew about his 3-year coma. Chang apologizes for the deep dive, claiming it was necessary because unregistered high-aura players usually turn out to be dangerous criminals. Jinwoo is annoyed that the investigation is over, but Chang is vibing with something else. He notices our MC's behavior is totally different from your average rookie. Most people fold when the government calls, but Jinwoo is ice cold. He knows he's the main character. Sipping his drink, he asks the real question, what's in it for me? Chang promises full cooperation, which is a massive flex. Turns out, this man holds some serious power at HQ. He's not just a suit, he's the shot caller. As a politician, Chang needs wins to level up his career. He's looking for chips, and Jinwoo is the ultimate ace. He's begging for a partnership, promising unlimited resources if Jinwoo helps him secure the bag. The offer is kind of mid for someone like Jinwoo. Still, he agrees, but on his own terms. 1-month trial. If the perks don't hit, he's ghosting. Our boy wants to focus on his own growth first, demanding support whenever he feels like it. If this deal boosts his stats, he'll stay. If not, he's out. If the deal flops, he'll just refund the loot. Changok realizes this 1-month trial is a gamble, but it's his only shot at securing a player who's absolutely 8. They shake on it, but Jinwoo has one major condition: total media blackout. He needs his record-breaking run kept secret. If the world finds out, his quiet life is cooked. Chang initially thinks HQ can protect him. Then it hits him. If they can't even handle low-level thugs, how could they possibly shield a legend with this much aura? Changok realizes the kid sees through the HQ's weakness. He accepts the terms, though he knows stopping the leak entirely is a mission impossible. They split up for now, and our boy is ready to collect his loot. He's eyeing those advanced summoning scrolls, the ultimate power-up items. What kind of beasts will he pull? Breaking records pays bank, but opening them is a gamble. Selling them sounds safer. But then a high IQ idea strikes him. Is he about to manipulate the entire player market? He logs on to the player web, the global marketplace for items. Checking the current price listings, he's about to see just how much his record-breaking loot is worth. When the screen loads, bro is literally shaking. Each high-grade scroll is worth 3 million won. He just made 10 million won from one trash dungeon run. The math is mathing. The billionaire grind starts now. That Elon Musk money is finally within reach, and his family is about to be set for life. The plan? Sell the high-tier scrolls and buy low-tier ones in bulk. But looking at the market, the low-level scrolls are way overpriced at 5,000 won. Why is the floor price so high? Sellers are everywhere, but no one is cutting prices. My guy is cooked. So he calls his tech-savvy sister to find the exploit in this weird economy. Ajin leaks the info. HQ is buying every low-level scroll for 5,000 won to support high rankers. It's a bulk buy system with no negotiation. Basically, the government is footing the bill for the elite. But there's a catch. The policy is ancient. The HQ doesn't actually need these scrolls anymore. The market is about to crash, and only Jinwoo knows it. This is a massive opportunity. The market is oversupplied, and he's ready to pounce. Time for another meeting with Changguk to secure the bag. Changguk is hyped to see him, but Jinwoo's request for trash scrolls leaves him stunned. Most players want high-tier loot, but Jinwoo is playing a different game. Jinwoo wants them all. 50,000 scrolls flood HQ daily, making it an easy lend for Chang. But the suit is suspicious. Is he just planning to flip them for a quick profit? Jinwoo rejects the idea. Flipping them is pointless in a flooded market. Chang is impressed by the unique strategy. This isn't just a player. He's a strategic mastermind playing 5-dimensional chess. Chang agrees, but with one condition. He needs intel. Something to prove his worth to the HQ and solidify his power. A fair trade for a mountain of scrolls. To keep his reputation clean, this has to be a business deal, not a favor. He needs information to justify why he's giving away thousands of items to a rookie. No handouts. Exactly how Jinwoo likes it. He drops the knowledge bomb, the second shaving exploit. It's about to change how records are farmed in Korea forever. Usually, first place gives 3 high-grade scrolls. But if a teammate breaks your record by just 1 second, the reward resets. You can keep juicing the system for infinite loot. This is aura farming. Plus, the entire Korean association levels up. It's a win-win that makes the whole national team look like absolute sigmas. Changguk admits they tried this, but most failed. It's time for the real sauce. Jinwoo is about to leak his exclusive Tuesday Dungeon Speed Run strat. Are they even ready for it? Chang-suk is absolutely glazed, waiting for the secrets. Jinwoo claims he can help anyone clear the dungeon in under 3 minutes. That's not just fast, it's out-Trin levels of speed. But the price just went up. To unlock this game-breaking info, he demands 50 high-grade scrolls on top. Is this strat worth 50 high-tier pulls? Or is Jinwoo just baiting him? 100 million for scrolls? Insane price. But for Jinwoo, the ROI is billion-dollar energy. Chang drops 150 million plus 10,000 daily scrolls. The secret test starts tonight. Something's cooking. Chang claims an overseas hack to bypass the record. MC is the secret weapon. Keep it low-key. This is a total cover-up. Time attack starts now. Poison Lizard is a tanky brawler. Pure hype. Raising this beast is a pain. Most players think it's mid. The secret? It eats slimes. Tuesday Dungeon is officially cooked. 4-minute clear. Record broken. The wizard is officially goated now. Record shattered. Chang's building a pro squad for our boys aura farming. 3 elites joined. MC's bank account is finally looking Sigma. Feeling rich. 10,000 scrolls ready. Time to lock in and farm. Deals on. Ramba's praying to every god for that lucky gacha pull. Infinite gacha run begins. And it's all mid-trash. MC is suffering. 3,600 scrolls? 0 hits. MC is cooked. Fairy says X rank is impossible. 100,000 scrolls might not even hit. Ramba says his luck was out-Trin. System math is brutal. 800 million summons for 8 billion people. Unique monsters are 1 of 1. The rarity is insane. MC is shook. MC's the only one pulling X ranks. The odds? Worse than the lottery. 800 million caterpillars? Deleted. Only the rarest legends remain. Mid-tier scrolls are too pricey. He's got to work with current odds. One last rip. Ramba's supporting, but bro is literally on life support. 140,000 scrolls later, 0 X ranks. MC moves out to lock in. Synthesis time. Ramba's hungry. Get this fairy some cream bread pronto. The buffet's a synth lab now. Ticket 125. Don't miss the evolution. Aim's called. Ramba's up. Time for an ultimate evolution attempt. Sacrificing mobs for fuel. Ramba hits level 21. Intelligence is peaking. She's flexing, but MC's dying. Max level 100 feels like a nightmare. Chang's monitoring the data. The investment in Jinwoo is going hard. MC's routine? Open scrolls. Repeat. Every single day. Total grind set. Dropping 150 million on bulk. Even the Bureau is getting sus now. Chang sells at 50% off. He knows MC is built different. Subordinates are shook, but Chang wants the Hero Maker credit later. High risk, high reward. This play is totally calculated. Keep it secret. MC is drowning in that endless scroll depression. New baddie alert! Yuja arrives with the proposal that changes everything. 50% discount? She's an absolute angel. MC is literally stunned. Plus 100 million bonus. Our boy is a king. Everything stays low-key. For our relationship, she says. Flirt game? 100. Back to work. The pressure is real. He needs an X rank to repay this investment. Thousands more fails. F-grade trash everywhere. He can't back down now. Praying for the dragon. Suddenly, the screen flashes gold. Jaw-dropping moment. Explosive dragon mage acquired. MC is crying tears of pure hype. Hot streak active. If Jinwoo pulls another X rank right now, does he officially outscale the entire verse? Or is the explosive dragon mage just the beginning? Drop your tier list in the comments. Another scroll, another miracle. The X-grade drill instructor is home. Jinwoo's sobbing. This high aura pull is literally better than his first time. After weeks of trash, he finally summoned the Sigma duo of his dreams. First thing this drill instructor asks, "Where are we?" He's supposed to be E-grade fodder, but low-key, he's a battle-obsessed training maniac with god-tier potential. Bro is literally Goku. His own stats are mid, but he buffs everyone else's training speed to the moon. We're talking turning a tiny fairy into a majestic Thor. Jinwoo is hyped to farm aura and buff his squad, but the little one isn't ready for that gym life. He names the training freak Hunkyo. Hunkyo recognizes Jinod immediately and bows. Real recognize real. The gang's all here. Ramba, Huno, and even the explosive dragon mage stepped up to see if it was actually him. First time hearing her voice. She's a D-grade mage, but her damage is actually insane. Pair her with Hunkyo's buffs, she gets a kill multiplier that goes crazy. But there's a catch. She needs that drill instructor grind to reach her peak. Only Jinwoo ever knew how to make her truly out-trin everyone. She's low-key happy to see him, and even Jinwoo is feeling the vibes. He misses his OP summons, but gives the order. Don't speak in front of NPCs. Simple and clean. Time to head home, because back-to-back summoning has our boy cooked. He's having post-summon clarity while the squad is just chilling and warming up to each other. Hunkyo looks at Ramba and the others like they're absolute fodder. This man doesn't care about vibes, only ambition, motivation, and pure gains. He's ready to work them to the bone for their master. He tells the dragon mage to start feeling the mana flow so she can unlock that predation ability once she awakens. Then he turns those lethal eyes on Ramba. The poor fairy is shaking because this gym rat wants her to bulk up. She's terrified of becoming an Olympic bodybuilder. He's straight up gaslighting her. Do it for the master. First mission, 5,000 reps swinging a frying pan. Absolutely brutal. The fairy looks to Jinwoo for help, but bro is dead to the world in a coma. Meanwhile, at HQ, the vibes are rancid. The director officially cut off their scroll supply. Chang is confused why the big boss is suddenly auditing their unimportant scrolls and demanding a full report. Jia suspects that Snake Limhu is pulling the strings. He's Chang's nemesis, and if the Bureau stops the scrolls, Jinwoo's growth is going to stall hard. Chang is backed into a corner until the phone rings. It's Jinwoo, casually dropping the news that he doesn't even need those scrolls anymore. Chang is still ready to crash out on Limhu later, but first, look at this view. Jinwoo arrives at Guanukin Mountain in a fresh tracksuit, ready to clear a dungeon in style. In this game world, there are 4 dungeon types. First, material farming. Second, the Tower of Trials, the sweatiest, most difficult climb for the real ones. Third, the Chaos Dragon Dungeon. It's a raid boss that needs a full squad, but since the worlds haven't merged yet, Jinwoo keeps it low-key. Everything else is just a normal dungeon. And that's today's target. There's also stage dungeons, but those are super rare. Usually you need a full party, but our boy is moving Sigma style, strictly solo. He spots a gate that's about to break and knows it's time to lock in. Total solo leveling logic here. He flashes his license at the staff, gets verified, and dives straight into the portal. Jinwoo opens his eyes, and it's straight up war. Soldiers are getting bodied by monsters in a high-stakes subjugation dungeon. The soldiers are barely holding the line, while orcs swarm the walls. In the game, this was light work. But now, the pressure is real, and it's heavy. This isn't a sim. It's a bloodbath. Soldiers are screaming for healers just to stay in the fight. Jinwoo stays calm and lets his summons out to play. Strategy time. Ramba buffs Hunkyo's attack speed, while the Dragon Mage starts cooking with massive fire spells. He sends Minikong straight for the Orc boss, ignoring all the noise. In this dungeon, the only thing that matters is taking out the big bad at the back to end the war. With Ramba's buffs, Hunkyo goes absolutely feral. He's aura farming, slicing through orcs like they're absolute NPCs. Jinwoo is watching this X-rank power and just smiling. Bro is so OP, the battle might end before he even gets a chance to warm up. The soldiers are stunned. Out of nowhere, these allies appear and completely out-trin the orcs. Minikong is leaping, while the fairy keeps the heals flowing. Ramba is out here trolling, making the monsters throw weapons just to dodge them. Jinwoo has to tell her to stop messing around and lock in. The Dragon Mage unleashes her signature fire spell, absolutely eating. The orcs are toasted, the boss falls, and the dungeon cleared notification pops up. The summons are hyped after that W. The system drops that sweet XP, and everyone is leveling up. Jackpot! Jinwoo scores an intermediate scroll and 500,000 won. He's already looking for the next dungeon because this is easy money and easy levels. He's planning to go from broke to a millionaire overnight. Meanwhile, at HQ, Assemblyman Park is getting cooked by Gia for making a reckless bet. Park let his intrusive thoughts win. He got into a heated argument with Lim and the director that almost turned into a fistfight. The director tried to piece things out, but Lim's advice was just a series of insults aimed at Park. Lim calls him a loser because he's never coached a national-level talent. Park is fuming, but the problem is, Lim actually has the stats to talk that talk. Park won't let him win that easily. Lim proposes a bet. Whose talent hits a higher rank? Park agrees instantly without a second thought. The stakes are insane. Resignation, a public apology, and a 1 billion won penalty for the loser. High risk, high reward. Park signs the contract immediately. Back at HQ, Gia asks, "Did you really bet your life on Jinwoo?" She knows the boy is a genius. But can a gamer really out-trin the world's top-tier professional rankers? Who has the higher power ceiling? The battle-crazed Hunkyo or the explosive Dragon Mage? This man's aura stays peaked as he bets everything on Jinwoo's massive ROI. Suddenly, an assistant crashes the party. He drops the nuke. Bak Jinwoo solo cleared those D-rank dungeons. The assemblyman is literally left on red, jaw dropped. Gia is malting. How does a 1-month rookie clear dungeons in 5 minutes? This isn't just fast. It's total out-trin. The assemblyman immediately switches up, flexing his innate instincts like a pro. He's already tasting victory against Lim. Back at the crib, our boy is staring at his phone, giggling like a villain at his new bank balance. He's never seen this much bread. Farming D ranks non-stop secured 16 million. Those intermediate scrolls were a total cash cow. He's literally on his knees, basking in the hype. Bro really thinks he's the main character, ignoring his hard-carrying summons. Time to move smart. He splits the bag, some for rent, some to make his family feel that legendary status. 10 million goes straight to the lockbox for his headline-making personal stash. The rest? all for self-improvement and gains. Wealth is great, but Jinwoo needs high-tier aura. His summons are level 30, but now they need cracked runes. He checks the black market for a shortcut, but the prices are straight-up robbery. His jaw hits the floor instantly. A mid-Thunderbat is 20 million? Real ones know that's cooked. B ranks are hundreds of millions. S ranks? Don't even ask. B ranks are basically myths. Jinwoo isn't sweating it though. He knew he'd need a power-up eventually. The Assemblyman's chill vibes vanish when more Jinwoo news hits. He's basically fanboying over the kid's sheer audacity now. The request? Just a casual shopping list of top-tier summons. The staffer delivering it looks like he's seen a ghost. The total? Over 1 billion. The Assemblyman thinks the boy is trolling. No way he can generate that kind of cash. 1 billion? He'd be the king of hunters with that. But then the subordinate drops the real spicy intel. Jinwoo is trading timed attack secrets for every single day. This isn't just a deal. It's a total meta shift. He takes the gamble to the director. Fast forward a few hours, and he's ready to flip the whole office. The director fumbled the bag and rejected it. Jia's watching the boss fume, wishing more managers had this Sigma energy. The director wants proof before pay. Basically, he wants the kid to solo the world first. Absolute brain rot logic. How can he show proof without the gear? Jia knows this is a massive L for them. She steps in with a smirk. Selling that intel for 1 billion is a steal. She'll just pay it herself. Park remembers. Yuja isn't just staff. She's the D-Sung heir, a certified genius with a trophy case longer than his life. She skipped the office life to hunt legends. She's obsessed with the dungeon meta, not just moving numbers around. And Jinwoo is her new obsession. A rookie clearing dungeons like a side quest? She's recruiting him before anyone notices. For the Assemblyman, this means no more red tape. Just pure profit and the freedom to cook without interference. He asks if she's sure about betting 1 billion. She just flexes her bank balance with a grin. Money? Not an issue. One meeting is all she needs to secure him. Cut 2. The finest restaurant in the city, and she's waiting. Jinwoo walks in looking like a total boss in a tailored suit. He's surprised they folded this fast for him. This place makes 5-star hotels look mid. The waiter lineup makes him feel like he's finally farming that high aura. Then a voice calls out, and Jinwoo freezes. Meeting the Desung heiress? IRL? She's literally the final boss of beauty. Smart, rich, and stunning. She's the full package. He never thought the headline genius would be his new partner. No one else is coming? She's the one who pulled the strings, not Park. Then the gourmet food hits the table. She drops the bad news first. HQ is too scared to invest. They rejected the resources he asked for. Jinwoo stays icy. He'll hit number 1 with or without them. But Jia's got a much better play in mind. She's starting a firm specifically for him. No limits, no rules. Jinwoo nearly chokes. This deal is straight up legendary. Maximum profit, 0 restrictions. Plus, he gets to sell his secrets to the highest bidder. It's a total win-win. The entire Dong group is backing him unconditionally. Within seconds, Jinwoo is completely sold on her absolute confidence. He admits she's hard to dislike. She calls him the ultimate talent. Business later, she tells him to check his new summons. His jaw drops. She bought them all before he even signed. That's high aura energy. A gift to show she's serious. Next day, his sister is looking for him. He ghosted her for a week and moved into a mansion. Then, a literal goddess walks past her. The sister's brain hits a lag spike, then recognizes that face from social media. National legend Jia is scouting for the same target, while our boy Jinwoo is out here aura farming. His morning drills are so intense, his summons are looking absolutely cooked. Suddenly, Jia pulls up, looking way too drippy for a workout. Jinwoo is shook to see her there, but she's low-key impressed by his 5 a.m. grind and dedication. With his summons, his party formation looks high aura and professional. That's when she drops a flex, offering him a legendary token as a trade screen pops up. The system flags Yuja's trade request, warning him to check the stats before hitting accept. This trading system is built for that mutual growth and co-op support. But don't even try to troll. Scammers get smited by literal lightning bolts from the system. Jia is actually listing her entire legendary summon collection for 0 cost. She's asking for absolutely nothing in return. Jinwoo hits accept faster than a speed run, instantly claiming the loot before bowing in total respect to the queen. This gift is pure peak, way beyond what he expected. She brushes it off like it's mid and pivots to their new company, merging their legendary legacies together. The profit split is a total Sigma move. 70% for Jinwoo, 25% for her, and 5% for Mr. Park's retirement. It's not charity. It's a calculated power play. Park is their inside man at HQ, while the new assistants are all top-tier poaches. Jinwoo notices they used to work for the corporate ops at HQ. She casually mentions they resigned because she tripled their salaries. Ultimate motivation. Then she asks if he's actually chilling with that 70% cut of the profits. She isn't just being nice. She's investing in his infinite potential. Her real goal? To win Jinwoo over to her side completely and lock him in. Without yapping, he drops his thumbprint and seals the deal. They shake on it, but suddenly the summons sense a threat and vanish into the shadows instantly. Violent screams echo through the trees before the summons return, dragging 2 bodies. They're holding them like literal meat, proving their power is just on another level. It's his sister, a Jean, caught in 4K. She was fangirling over Jia and followed her like a total stan without thinking about the danger she was in. She tries to cap, saying she was just curious. Jia's already dipped, so Jinwoo calls her out for the stalker behavior. That big brother energy is real. He asks if she stayed hidden after seeing him with Jia. She goes dead silent, completely exposed. Before finally admitting she was spying on the whole vibe, she tweaks out, demanding to know how he's even mutuals with a celebrity. He reveals it's literally in the contract that he has to introduce his family. Ajin is already manifesting the meet-up with her idol, totally swooning. Before he can even explain the details, she cuts him off to celebrate the hype. He starts dropping the lore, explaining his history as a pro gamer. He even held the record for the fastest low-rank dungeon clear in the entire game. That's how he met Jia at HQ. She asks if it's his old phone game, and he panics about his Jinnad identity. He claims it was a different game. She buys the story, saying it's still impressive he stuck with such a trash game for a year. She has no idea her brother is actually him. She teases him, asking if the grind is finally paying off. He trusts his family, but the stakes are too high to put them in the line of fire. He's staying low-key for now. No reveal until he's strong enough to solo any threat and protect them without fail. That's the real hero mindset. Ajin pouts about the secrets, but he promises to spill the tea eventually. For now, she has to keep it quiet until he tells their parents himself. She agrees, though she's still suspicious. Meanwhile, Ramba is absolutely struggling under the Dragon Mage's weight. The strain is finally making the poor summon collapse. The instructor boxes in her shadow elf and she starts panicking. Jinwoo tells her to pair it with the wolf to unlock its true 100% combat potential. She's shook because the summon is brand new to her. He explains it makes sense since that's a B-rank beast with high-tier mechanics she hasn't mastered. She checks the price for a B rank and instantly falls into despair. 500 million? Her bank account is cooked and she's losing all hope of ever winning. She sarcastically says she'll buy it in 20 years. Jinwoo flexes, saying he'll get it in a month. She laughs, thinking he's just yapping for clout. She tells him to stop capping and says she'll save up slowly. She doesn't realize her brother's grind is literally on a different level than hers. He just smiles and tells her not to cry when he actually pulls up with it. She's confused. His aura has totally changed into something much more powerful lately. A week later at the dungeon gates, the squad hands him new gear. He's confused at first, not expecting a full equipment upgrade before the raid starts. Gia explains that information is their main bag. They sell high-def recordings of dungeon clears, and this special gear is built to capture every epic moment. The gear records in full 3D while staying lightweight. It's basically a cinematic GoPro for top-tier players to record their most hype power-up scenes. The assistant hits record, and suddenly, it feels like 1,000 prying eyes are on him. Every move he makes is about to be captured in 4K. Jinwoo feels low-key cringe because it's his first Monday dungeon. He warns them it might not be a clean run, but she says they'll edit it. He thanks her and then asks, "Mind if I break the national record right now?" The executive is absolutely stunned, staring at him in total disbelief. She thinks he's trolling and tells him to just stay relaxed. He recalls the Korean record is 7 minutes. To him, that's just a light warm-up. He knows he's about to smoke that record. This dungeon drops attack runes, meaning your speed directly dictates your rank. He's ready to lock in. Without attack runes, you're basically cooked in the BOS system. It's a 30-minute survival defense, but our boy isn't planning on waiting around that long. If you delete the Lich boss, the dungeon ends instantly. That's the pro gamer strat for the fastest clears, and Jinwoo is going straight for the crown. He opens the UI and loads his triple team preset. No time wasted, no yapping, just pure efficiency as he prepares to show them what peak looks like. Team 1, the Instructor and Mini Kong. Team 2, the Priest of Radiance and Golden Murmury. It's time to cook and break some national records. The Lich Horde is spawning, and the main character is officially cooked if he can't hold for 30 minutes. The timer starts now, and Mini Kong goes full goblin mode, aura farming while shredding through skeletons like they're paper. Jinwoo signals his squad to push the pace immediately. No time for mid-plays. He orders them to seize the high ground before the real pressure starts. It's time to lock in. Instructor Hung is shook by the command, but follows anyway, since the cameras are rolling. The main character knows it'll take 2 minutes to reach the peak, trusting Mini Kong and Hung to absolutely ate those mobs while they climb. Once they hit the designated spot, he positions his combat aid. The setup is officially ready for the next phase of this high-stakes run. In-game, this aid has insane range and high aura, but in reality, its DPS is so trash it can't even solo a basic mob after hours of attacking. It's basically a decorative summon. Or is it? For this low-tier dungeon, the aid is actually peak, because the Lich has 0 HP. Jinwoo tells the aid to hold fire, while Radiance drops a blessing on the field. The play is in motion. This blessing is key to stripping the Lich's dark shield, which usually makes long-range attacks look completely useless and low aura. Shields down! The aid starts blasting while Mini Kong and Hung hold the line like absolute sigmas. Radiance and Murmury provide support, but the aid's damage numbers still look totally mid compared to the heavy hitters. But wait, the Lich's health is actually dropping with every precise hit. The math is finally mathing for our boy. The Lich is getting cooked. Most players skip the combat aid because it's too slow, but Jinwoo is built different. A skeleton tries to sneak the main character, but Hung teleports in and deletes it instantly. Jinwoo's real flex is combining runes with Hung's stats to unlock the aid's true, broken potential. Talk about out-trin behavior. With this buff, even a top-tier Lich is getting one-tapped. The next shot fires, and the boss instantly folds, collapsing backward as its condition hits rock bottom. System update. Dungeon cleared in 4 minutes and 12 seconds. The squad is breathing again as they realize they didn't just win. They shattered the Korean record and unlocked a legendary achievement. Jia is low-key spiraling, wondering if he actually intended to speedrun this on his very first try. Is he just ambitious, or is he actually him? It's only been 1 week since he got these summons, and the assistant is shaking. He asks if Jia really thinks Jinwoo can break every single record in existence without exception. Breaking the Tuesday record is a massive flex. But they're worried because they have zero clue how he plans to clear the much harder dungeons coming up. He's not the first player with experience, so is he hiding his true stats? Jia shuts down the doubt, asking if he's just scared of the main character's massive aura. She tells him to stop yapping about the money since she used her own bags for this investment. Even if things go south, she'll make sure their careers stay safe and sound. Their salaries are locked in, and the relief is so real they're basically crying. Jia knows she's got the funds to tank whatever chaos this main character causes next. Still, she can't shake the feeling that Jinwoo is hiding something huge. He walked into that dungeon with so much confidence, it was clear he already knew the challenge was light work. Boom! The news hits headquarters. The Monday record wasn't just broken, it was absolutely nuked by an impossible 3-minute gap. The higher-ups are losing their minds right now. They check the leaderboards and see one name: Baek Jinwoo. The executives are left completely stunned. Who is this guy? And where did he come from? Jia's hands are literally shaking as she realizes the weight of this win. At worst, they're doing okay. But at best, this business is about to go intergalactic beyond all expectations. Back in the dungeon, our hero is soaking in the view. He kills the recording and opens the system panel. It's officially time for some high-level, sweaty grinding. In the game, clearing the dungeon unlocks auto battle mode. That means your summons do the dirty work, while you just sit back and collect those juicy rewards. Pure profit. He swaps out the instructor for Ramba and tells her she's in charge of the manual grinding session. She's totally caught off guard by the sudden promotion to lead grinder. He's keeping Hung for training others and teases Ramba about joining the session. She instantly freezes, hit by a traumatic flashback of what that ruthless training actually looks like. The instructor worked her to the bone with brutal strength training. She's literally in tears, begging the main character to let her just farm levels instead of going back to that gym. The plan is set. Blitz every dungeon and let the auto battle system printer go brrr. It's a win-win, since the summons level up too, making the whole process efficient as a German engine. Our boy heads out while the fairy waves goodbye, happy she escaped the torture. But the second he steps through that portal, he's greeted by an absolute fever dream of a scene. The team rolled out a literal red carpet, treating him like a global celebrity. He ignores the hype, hands the gear to Jia, and asks if they're finally done for the day. She promises to keep his identity on lock, but Jinwoo doesn't even care about the clout. He looks her dead in the eye and tells her his only priority is protecting his family. Korea's gangs are no joke, but since the enemies are only focused on him, he needs his family safe. Jia stays silent before promising to use every asset she owns to make it happen. Later, our hero hits the first dungeon again, using his lizard summon to set a 3-minute record. He's making it look easy for the cameras, but his true skill is actually world-class. With speed runes and buffs, breaking records is like stealing candy from a baby. Jinwoo cuts the feed and heads back to reality, but a new challenge is already waiting. Next up is the Wednesday Dungeon, a literal icy wasteland. It's got a movement debuff that makes you slower than a snail, leaving everyone shaking like they're having a total meltdown. Who has more aura, a fully buffed Mini Kong or a peak-level Instructor Hung?